The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
But we're still good, still fantastic. How you guys been though? Cause like, hey, sure, I see they're still playing the ads, guys. Oh, kill.
That is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
It's 24 minutes after
Can you
10
hear
o'clock.
me?
Welcome to Ask a Man. The gentlemen are eager to help you this morning, Anonymous. Super excited for you to be on. I see you also marking your presence. Been gone for a while. Welcome back. Let's bring on Anonymous.
Back, Lala.
Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
Good, and you?
Another gent.
Good, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Anonymous, I'm going to read the house rules before we jump in and hear what issue you might be having. Respect is a foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people, the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, do you agree?
I agree fully.
I love that. Talk to us. What's going on?
Hi, guys. Thank you for your time. I'm calling as a man, trying to ask a man about a situation that's troubling me. I've been married since 2013 to somebody that I've been in a relationship with since 2004. Now, the age difference between us is literally 1 year. She's 40, I'm 41. Okay, cool. We met when she was 19, etc., etc. Now, as a man who's a father and a husband, I find myself deliberating an exit out of the marriage. And the simple reason, maybe it's not one reason, it's a couple of things that, especially right now, are weighing heavy on me. I feel like I'm in a marriage that is not giving me peace. I feel like I'm married to somebody who is self-righteous, who does not believe that the views or the voice of a man in a marriage is worth being listened to. I feel very unheard in my marriage, and I feel like I'm trying to begazela a situation that has been compounding for years. I'm always looking for the silver lining, always looking for the rainbow at the pot at the end of the rainbow. But the more I continue to do that, I feel like I'm just losing myself. I mentioned the age issue because a lot of the times when we have some of these disagreements, she says it's because of premenopause. It's making her feel a certain way, etc., etc. Now, it ranges from trying to have a clarification conversation where you say, I'm not clear about 1, 2, 3. Can you make me understand better? Such a request will end up in an escalated fight where voices are raised, etc., etc. And sometimes it happens in front of our kids. By that, I mean, I always tell her to say, let's be adults. If we have a disagreement, let's find a private room, our bedroom, and let's talk it out. But she's the type that bangs doors and does everything explosive. And when I confront her about it, she says it's perimenopause. And sometimes she'll say, obviously, I must stop being a victim. I caused whatever was said to me. Now, the latest was when she said I should go away, go where I'm happy. Why? Because I was trying to get clarity on an issue in our home. And I said to her, what do you mean by the following thing? 1, 2, 3. And she said, I'm under pressure. Get off my case. You are making me go crazy. But I'm like, we're both under pressure at the moment, but I need to know what is the clarity on this thing. But that escalated into a big argument thing where, again, perimenopause was brought into the issue. But nonetheless, I feel like the space we are in, I feel numb towards her, especially because I feel like every time I try to express my emotions, she doesn't want to hear what I say. I don't know if it's a thing that men should not express their feelings in a marriage or whatever, she will cut me off or just never make the environment conducive for me to say, I feel unheard in the marriage. Now, obviously, as a responsible father, I'm thinking of my kids. My daughter's about to turn 16, and we've got a special needs son who's 9 years old. So you think about all those things, because maybe my character has been that I'm always trying to take care of things, be the provider, be the good guy, But I think I've had it, and I think if things pursue forward, things might get to a point where we might even lose dignity to each other. Here's what I mean. Sometimes when she bangs doors and does those things, I say to her, I'm trying to be calm. Please try the same. She says, just because I'm calm, it doesn't mean what I'm saying makes sense. And I always ask her, do you think that if a man would use his physical strength to express his anger to a woman, the same way that a woman can just bang doors and speak ugly things towards a man, how do you think that would end up? So I think sometimes she thinks me being reserved and calm and trying to be respectful, I don't know, maybe she thinks I'm stupid for that. She doesn't care. She thinks if she's angry, she must bang and speak loud in front of the kids, let the neighbors hear everything. Why? Because she feels it's valid. She's angry. And I feel like
Anonymous?
we are just
Anonymous?
Anonymous, breathe,
Yeah.
fam. Breathe.
Hello.
Breathe, Papa, breathe.
Breathe.
I'm breathing. Thank you.
Comma, and then we'll continue. Never.
Okay, that's fine.
Headlines, yeah. Thank you.
All right. So,
Breathe, fam.
Anonymous, let me
down.
hear me out. Anonymous, we're going to headlines. You're the most articulate. I love how you speak. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to go to the news headlines. We're coming back, okay?
That's fine.
Sure.
That's fine.
Sure.
All right. Again, guys, welcome back to Makoyane. My name is Leroy, and I am like the host of like this show, dedicated to Metro FM's Ask a Man, right? So we are listening to that right now. They are doing the headlines quickly, but then we're gonna be back soon with with the summary. So as in just stay put right there, and please send me gifts, guys, and please keep liking the screen, yeah, because the more we are here, like the more they love us, the more we grow, and hopefully one day, you get to see me on Metro FM. Hey, but then please send me roses, guys. So like, okay, they're still playing the ads, but just a brief thing. This guy's been married to like this lady for like 14 years now. They are 1 year apart, another age gap. But then now, this lady has been the most toxic person. Okay, I get it.
We've got Anonymous on the line. Very, very sound man. He's here to ask for advice. But if you're joining us right now, Anonymous and his wife have been together for about 22 years.
22.
Have been married for about 13 years now. He feels like his partner is self-righteous, doesn't give him an ear, always thinks she's right in any conflict they have in this relationship. He also feels like she doesn't give him space to express his emotions. Now, they're always arguing back and forth, conflict, have gone out of basically hand these conversations or fights, even happening in front of their kids. Now, he's exhausted of this toxic relationship and this environment they now find themselves in. Anonymous, we're on the same page. I don't want to take away from what you said. Are we on the same page?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
My brother, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So, personally, I get the gist, right? Do you mind if I ask one or two questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, you've got 2 children, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you recall, or maybe just put a finger on it, Guti, what led to this, from you guys being loving and high school sweethearts and so forth and so on? Was there an incident that you can put a finger on that you think, maybe I did not forgive her for this, or maybe she did not forgive me for this, or maybe she resents me for this, or maybe I resent her for this. Can you put one finger on one incident, maybe?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'd maybe refer to the word that I used in the beginning when I said I think she's a very self-righteous person. Here's why that summarizes a bit of how I feel. Even in some of our arguments where we have, in marriage, there'll be your family does this, my family does that. She's the type of person that will always mention how educated her family side is versus my family, which is not as educated as she is. Now, I then bring up, I say, but in also answering you, I then say, but even yourself, you are a graduate and all that, but right now, you are living as a result of my provision as the main breadwinner of the family. So I don't see how you can feel so self-righteous when you come from a family of educated people, but 80% of them are divorcees. So my point is that you have this thing or this legacy of feeling that you are better than your partner based on your background, but your current circumstances and that of the people that you are referring to still equals the same thing. It's educated people who are not able to live with their partners and build great families together.
Has she always been like this?
Summary.
Because for me, what I'm picking up here is two people who one of them or both of them never want to back down. It's about who's going to hurt who the most with the words.
It is true.
And it's about who's going to outword or outwit or outsmart the other. But I still haven't gotten the answer. There's some animosity.
Like very deeply.
Underneath there. There's some animosity. Like Troyana. There's like you love each other, you don't like each other. If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense, or is it the other way around? But
I get you. I beg your pardon. Respectfully, I beg your pardon. You are absolutely right. Even though I feel like we're not yet at the level of Soyana, but I think part of why I'm asking for advice is because I see things creeping up to that level. If something doesn't change, here's why. You are right in saying it's two people who don't want to back down, because I've said to her, I said, being married to you feels like I'm in a boxing ring and we are competing for the same title or the same crown. I've said that to her. I said, it's like a boxing match and me and you are competing for one crown, because I don't understand this whole thing of exactly nobody backing down, etc. And call me conservative or old school. I look at my woman expecting a partner, a helper, somebody who assists me in running the family's household. But what I've met is exactly that, a match where I feel like, whoa, okay, I have to back down because I don't want the same crown as you, because somebody will get the crown, but we're going to definitely hate each other. That's why I'm asking for intervention.
Naked.
Okay.
Sound mind people.
Does she have a great relationship with her father?
Yeah, they did.
Did.
He's passed on.
Okay. And then, there's one more thing here, because she keeps on blaming perimenopause or something. And I Googled it, and it says it's a transitional phase before menopause, often starting in women from 40s, but sometimes it starts in their 30s. Characterized by fluctuating hormone levels, common symptoms include irregular period, hot flashes, night sweats, vaginal dryness, sleep disturbances, mood swings, lower libido, weight gain, and brain fog. Now, as a person, if I knew that there was something affecting my performance in a relationship, and by performance I mean everything, holistically, if I knew I couldn't love my partner properly, and it was because of something that I've pinpointed, I would try and work on it. right? Now, because she keeps on talking about perimenopause, I don't know, maybe women will also enlighten us if they went through the same kind of things which led to problems in their relationships, okay? And I guess they'll enlighten us, we call through when we open the lines for ladies, for the country to call, okay, my brother?
Yeah, please, ladies also come here.
And then number two, you mentioned that she is a stay-at-home mom. And something that also stuck out at me was when you said you also have a special needs child. Now, there's things that we've learned of here, being on Ask a Man, there'll be things like postnatal depression, etc., etc. Now, it's not like I'm trying to be on her side, but I'm also trying to understand what kind of pressure she is going through as a person that's looking after a special needs child at home.
Okay.
Right? Is there extra help at home? And psychologically, how has your woman been doing since your special needs child was born? Does she get support from you? Do you think that your woman needs extra support coming into the household? Because trust me, my brother, for you to pick up the phone today and call us, it says there's a level, even though you said you're ukatele. I feel you, but I also feel like you're just looking for answers and you're looking for something that can actually help the marriage. Because if you had given up, you would not have called in today. Right? So I would actually like for you to look at all those factors that we just spoke about, because marriage sometimes, even if you listened yesterday, it's couples that have been married for over
10 years.
18 years, yesterday's couple. And these are, the older we get, we realize that these are uncharted waters for a lot of us, because people give up after 2 years. Hey, then it's high. People go, you go your way, I go my way. But you've been there for this long. You've known this person since you guys were in your late teens, right? And when Somizi asked you to pinpoint certain things, sometimes it's not about the relationship, but it's let's pinpoint other factors, which is outside of the relationship that could have affected a person badly. And the fact that she talks about this menopause, for me, that's the one thing that you need to look at. Maybe it started affecting her way early, because yes, it does start in their 40s. And you mentioned she is 40. But a lot of the time it starts in their 30s. I have a 5-month-old, and trust me, when I get home from 2 p.m. every day, I realize how it's a lot of work, right? It's a lot of work, my brother. But then now imagine if you have to deal with a child that has special needs. And maybe since that child was born, your woman was never emotionally okay. Right? So,
I hear you.
Yeah, so look at all those other things before we fight. Because sometimes we try and fix things, but we're looking at the wrong root cause of the problem. So give it one more chance. If there are things that I've mentioned that you haven't looked at before, please look at that. And also try not to solve situations when you guys are in a fight. Some situations should be solved when things are good around the house. Take that time away from the kids when everything is okay, there hasn't been a fight, and then just talk about things, ask her. And we also know that it's also difficult for you trying to take care of a person that could be going through certain psychological things that you do not know how to deal with. And also you have a child that has special needs as well. So you are going through a lot.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah.
But
look, I'll say maybe to also try and answer Somizi's question. The situation has been that, it's a series of things. But for me, what crystallizes the feeling is also the fact that the child gets help, there's support in terms of the child, but she's also got her own hustles happening. She's not just necessarily staying at home without hustle. However, where we butt heads also comes in when I would be helping her with her hustle, let's say financially. In fact, not let's say financially, to say, oh, this is your dream now. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to support you. And we buy this, we buy that, we get you set up. But now, when those things are present, when a person speaks, they start to speak about her individual emancipation. Now,
Hold it there for me, Anonymous. I'm going to stop you right here. I don't want us to continue and then cut you off. Let me go to the ads. We'll come back. Please hang 10 for me. Don't drop the line.
Ma'am, do you know why?
This one is a bit difficult. So now I'm gonna need the ladies actually to weigh in. But again, guys, like we just finished the second part, so now we're gonna go to the third part. Now you're gonna get a full summary before like working, and then we can start actually as like speaking about this. But then again, just a friendly reminder. You can come here on the panel, but then you automatically consent when you come here to the panel, because like, this is going to be more YouTube sharp. And like number 2, we are going to respect each other. You can have your opinion, as strong as it is, but you're going to respect each other.
I would be helping her with her hustle so that she can get, her own upward movement, so that she feels like she's fine. She's busy with things that are good for her self-esteem, etc. But sometimes we've had issues where you do that and then she comes back and then she's busy going on about her individual emancipation. And then the other time I asked her, I said, how does this work, Uguti? I help you to rise from whatever, your hustle to boost your business or invest or whatever. But now, when you speak that you are going to be okay one day. One day, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And I'm like, but I don't understand. Where's the us or the we in this thing? Because you needed help, I give you help. To answer your point, Naked, where you say, maybe since the child came through, she's needed a bit of a thing to feel safe, to feel whole, to feel independent again, But I connect that with the whole word, maybe I'm using it wrong, in saying the self-righteousness, to say, you are 40, I understand everybody goes through a thing when they are 40. But how is it that you need my help, but you don't want me? That feeling when somebody needs what you bring, but they don't want to deal with you. Hence I say, when I speak what I feel about certain things, then it escalates. It's doors banging, loud noise, but the resources that I put in to support her, to make her start to feel back on her feet again, those are always welcome. But it's my opinion that should never be part of those things.
Okay. Yeah. Hear it loud and clear. Here's what I'm picking up here, right? When Naked mentioned there's a child with special needs and blah, 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 blah. I was going, hell no. We are dealing with 2 adults here. 1. And I've always been an advocate for men supporting women when they're going through, when we've just had a child. Could you use a post, right?
Perimenopause.
Postnatal depression.
Postnatal depression, right? I've always been the advocate for that. But the what she's going through right now, every time when she makes it an excuse for her behavior, for me is inexcusable. We are both adults with fully developed brains. We can breathe, take a pause, and think about our actions and our words. No amount of abuse, verbally or any other way, is worth you making an excuse which you are going through. You are also going through stuff.
True that, yeah.
Even if she was looking after the child alone at home, we need to consider what it takes for this man to wake up in the morning, walk out, drive out, go hustle to make sure that there's a roof, that the house is warm, that the house is not just a house, it's a home, and so forth. So it's equally distributed effort, but in different ways.
But so, Ms., I think you missed the point where I said, if she knows she's going through perimenopause, what steps is she taking to make sure
yes, I get you.
that this does not affect the family? Because if she isn't, or as a man, I don't even know if there's medication that women can take for this. That's why I also said, when we open up the lines, ladies that have gone through it or that are going through it can inform us what they are doing in order to fix that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anonymous?
Yes. Okay. Can I say something about that point to the two gents and yourself, Kudu?
Yes, sir.
The character of person that I'm dealing with, I've said to her, okay, even when we had other issues in the marriage, I said, for example, let's go see a counselor or go see a pastor. You know what's her response? She'll always say, I don't need an outsider to tell me about how I feel about my marriage.
Okay.
I know what I want.
Okay.
Can I tell you something? Today, this afternoon, I'm going to meet a pastor that married us back then. I, myself, I'm going to meet him. Because why? Because I am raising the red flag, sounding the Tigo touch horn. Okay. You know, but I'm dealing with a person who's strong-willed to the extent of saying, hence I use the word self-righteous, to say any outside help, she thinks of it as vulnerability or weakness exposed.
Okay.
When I'm here shouting to the moon and back to say, I can't go on like this because one day I might not be as calm as I always am. I will snap.
Okay.
Because you say things that push me all the time and etc. Thank you.
Hold on, Pupam. I hear you. We need to wrap this up. Two things I'd like to leave you with. One, you do know that you can have a partner that is jealous of you in terms of your achievements or resents you based on their failures, in terms of they believe they could have been elsewhere, but you blocked the way. You could be sleeping with your enemy. And in this instance, it could be both ways. You guys resent each other, and I think it's uncomfortable for you to say that word. We resent each other. And it's also uncomfortable for you to pinpoint. You know exactly what led, both of you know exactly what led to you guys hating each other. You need to find it, otherwise it's going to end in bloodshed.
Yeah, just like Tommy said right
Anonymous,
now.
I need more time for everyone else listening because, wow. Can we leave it here, Anonymous, please? Can we get advice from South Africa now?
Yeah, thanks for lending me your ears. I'll listen on the radio for the rest of the
You're an incredible human being, man. Just from hearing you, thank you for being so articulate with what you need advice on today. I'm blown away.
Should we skip songs, please?
Yeah, and all the best, man, Anonymous. Yeah. All the best, my brother. Sure.
South Africa, give us a call. That number to dial 086 2160. What advice do you have for Anonymous this morning?
You know, this story actually really really broke my heart, nah? Because I've kind of experienced like something like that, but like not like a marriage one now, where now like there's kids now, but again kind of happen like there's a special needs kids now, and then still your partner still treats you like trash. I'm like, hey man. Oh. Anyway, do you think we should listen to the callers or what? Like, isn't it? Please just let me know. But then you can also breaking a request for Lamona. You can have your opinion, but then we have house rules here, guys. We're gonna respect each other here. You can have your strong opinion, or hey, men are, women are, but then like, please do it respectfully, or else you'll be kicked out respectfully, quickly, in a hurry. Please and thank you. And again, we have been given leeway to actually do the show by Metro FM by Kutu Straight. So like we are not working out like Metro FM here, sure, right? And number 3, okay, so while they are playing a song there, let me play you the disclaimer. Nyana. Just to remind you guys, Hormona, we're gonna respect each other, né? Just host you on.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, man. Okay. So while they play songs there, like let me get you like a young Samariana there, ne? So, yeah, so you can understand like what's going on. So Grootman has been with this lady for over 20 years, right? So they've been married for like 14 years now. Their age gap is 1 year apart. Sharp. So Grootman is saying for the longest time, right? Oh yeah, they have 2 kids, right? One is normal, and then one is a special needs child, you know? And he says that, I'm not sure if it's like very recent or like for the most part of the marriage, the relationship. This lady, she seems very self-righteous, you know? And happy she's very toxic like towards him, you know? She's a housewife, okay, fair. And again, he actually provides for them, you know, she takes care of home, but then she often doesn't speak to working in a Grootman Pila, you know. She cusses him out and then she shouts at him. She says, "Oriana, she has a degree and he doesn't have shit." You know, it's like such talks where like she wants to hurt him, you know. So now he's asking, guys, what can I do here? Because now me, as in like me, I love my wife, but then she always hurts me. So they often fight with words, you know. So now he's like, "Hey man, I don't know what to do now." But yes, I know Jorge Kesha. Like some say Jorge hate cheating, but like there's no cheating as in that happened here. Well, as far as we know, you know. But then yeah, man. Let's wait for them to as in like put the callers in the comments there. But then just a quick reminder, guys, Siskifilo looks new here. Siskifilo, please mute your mic, Scareball. And welcome now. Kifilo, eh? Yes, Scareball, thank you. This story just broke my heart, bro. Like, fuck, man. Okay, they're still playing the ads, but then how are you guys? I can't read your comments because I'm multitasking. But anyway,
086,02160. We'll also try and squeeze in some voice notes. Anonymous. We lost Anonymous 1. Let's head on over to Anonymous 2. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thanks, and you, Mama.
I'm all right. Just one advice, Puto. I feel like, I've been there. I've been married now. I'm going to 24 years in July.
nice.
I've been in that situation with Anonymous' wife, with my husband. So what I can advise Anonymous is that your wife is probably a hard worker. So what's happening now is she never expected the path or the life that she's having now. And as well, she's got a pressure from home. That's why she's saying her families are educated. I used to do exactly the same way with my husband. We educated and his side is not. So what I can say is that, Anonymous, you love your wife. Your wife must just, concentrate on your marriage. Stop looking at what our family are saying, what's happening with my life at the moment. She needs to know that you love her, because sometimes she's got even it's like she's got insecurity, feeling that his husband might leave her, etc. So I visited psychologists as well, and we back to square one. It's like we love each other now. I'm 47. I'm turning 48. We've got a 4-year-old, which I didn't expect to even get pregnant again. And now we perfect. It's like we back to square one as young lovers, and it's like everything is perfect.
Anonymous?
But it's because of that. Yes, I.
Have you gone through menopause or perimenopause? Where are you,
Yes.
and how does he now navigate having a partner that's maybe going through menopause or about to?
The thing is, I obviously I had to find out what to do, but I do a lot of exercises. I meditate a lot because I don't like pills. Because I tried drinking, the for perimenopause, it's a woman pills that you get a discount that you drink, and then it gives you it's almost like because sometimes you get tired, you get nice sweat, you moody, etc.
Yeah.
It used to put me with that, but then sometimes I feel like, where am I gonna end up? So I eat healthy. Now I eat healthy. I exercise a lot.
Okay.
And then as well, I meditate. I meditate a lot. I think positively.
Thank you.
Okay, Lana.
Thank you very much, Anonymous. Let's head on over to Tseho out in Cape Town. Tseho, good morning. All right, we lost Tseho there. Tseho, can you hear me? That's okay. Let me try and squeeze in some voice notes.
Hi family, it's Tobeka here, all the way in Durban. Guys, Niayazi is a narcissist. I've been listening to Anonza. Anonza is a narcissist. And shooting a relationship here was started breaking years back. And he's found a way to trigger her and trigger her so badly that now she literally believes it's just menopause because now she doesn't know how to act. Anonza, you need to tell us the truth, Baba. Or we need your wife now. I'll tell her side of the story because this story does not make sense.
Wow. Ask a Man today is on another level. I'd like to stay anonymous for this one. If all I can say is that we need more men like this out there. Anonymous, I believe that if I had married somebody with your mentality when I was married, I'd still be married. Let's just say that. All the best, Anonymous, hey, with your appointment as well for today with the pastor.
Yeah.
There's always two sides to a story.
Yes.
So Mizi was telling us off air.
Yes.
There's always two sides to a story.
I think why I screamed like I screamed now
I'm screaming.
is that from like I'm honestly so proud of my discernment and no amount of accent or articulation can fool me into believing everything I hear. Kakhulu. And you know what I wanted to say is Linda. You know what I want to say? The sooner people are able to walk away when they're supposed to walk away, the better for everyone. Instead of, but when you put yourself first, you act immediately. It's like when you are thrown into the fire, you jump out immediately because you still want to live. If we treat everything like that, we'll be fine in life.
Man, pause right there.
That's right.
Fire, ask a man.
You see the last, your mama dot. Mama?
Yeah, bo. Hello.
You see the last working like 2 days, ne?
The last year.
Yeah, as in like last 2 days, as in like yesterday, Lefanda. These were actually the best ones actually I have experienced. But they're like, there's noise there, mom. So can you hear like?
I'm just telling the child to move with the phone. Please move, guys. Bye. Yes, sorry about that.
Yeah, okay. Just one more rule, guys. You're gonna be given 5 minutes. So now, as in like today, I want like the ladies. Karabo, le KM.
Tlayang, please.
Leman kapegana. Le barkman le wokang let us out like with a long.
Garab.
Kalau siapa lo na bani ini? Kalau siapa?
Guys, you're making noise.
Okay, Sab. Do you want to comment now, ma'am? Because now you're
I can go. The bundles are here at home. Let me start so I can listen to everybody else. Hello, welcome back. It's been long. You've been gone for too long. Hi everyone. the fact that the past two guys are married, there's one thing that is currently bothering me with us black people being married. So I'm gonna say black people, so I can't speak for the other cultures. I'm not being racist or anything. We were taught and raised to give a whole lot of emotional responsibility to women, and when they finally flip and tip off, like when menopause or what comes, women actually are at the point where they've been menopausing their whole life because everybody gives them too much emotional things to carry. Men, when a man says I'm a father, he means that I go to work and the money comes home. That's it, finish. The rest of the things, the woman must make sure the house is clean, the laundry is washed, the babies are bathed, the homeworks are done, and with the special kid involved, I can only imagine how worse it is. It could not be like that. Maybe he is helping, but from what I hear from Anonymous is at the point where I think he's pushed the wife so much that she's just flipping out. The menopause and everything is helping her to just have it at him. The banging of the doors. I do not know any normal woman who would bang a door, shout, and be whatever it is that he says she is, out
I know
of
a few.
no reasons at all.
I know
So
a few.
I
Trust me.
believe that, yeah.
Trust me.
When you've been with stories, so we'll put your
Hey,
stories
man.
aside.
Exactly.
I really think Anonza is not telling the truth, and if it
Mhm.
is true, we have a woman that is acting like most men. I need to be when I hear self-righteous, she's self-righteous. I hear somebody who's gone and made mistakes and feels that the lady is thinking that she's too perfect to forgive him. And I think if really cheating was being asked, he was probably gonna say yes, because it sounds like that. It could not be like that, but we work with what we have. What I currently feel is that the lady is just given too much. She needs a break. He needs to also fit in besides the money, because he's only mentioned money, whereby he helps with the hustle, and then he does not say anything with helping with the kids, with helping with the house. It's not just about that. Like, men want to knock off from their side hustle, which is given as the main thing, and then come home and rest. And when you go inside hustle, you need to still come back home and take care of things. They believe that we are their mothers, and we're not their mothers. This is a partnership. Don't act like you're doing us a favor when you pick up after yourself, when you help to clean, when you help to cook. So it sounds like Anonymous is at a point where he feels disrespected as a man, because, like he says, I wanted a helper. And another thing that I think it's a problem is the fact that they're all they know, familiar territories. I think their relationship ended a long time ago. They just don't want to go because they are all they know from high school, I think he said. And it's start from scratch. Let's see what has changed. We've grown. We've known each other when we were kids. Now we are old. Like, let's just try and see things and mix it with the kids and stuff. They can work at it if he's telling the truth, which I doubt. But yeah, I think they just need to start afresh. They've been doing it for a long time. They think they know each other. The person might have changed and they might not have noticed it because of the responsibilities.
Okay, no, Berking, and I thank you very much, Zane. Like, you are very much appreciated, and then like you've said like some good parts right there, like, as in, like, thank you very much. But there are some parts where I, I don't really, as in like necessarily agree with you. Like, maybe I'm a modern guy. I don't know, because they're like like they've been together for like 20 years. So like maybe the times then and now for me, like, they're very different. It's cool. And I'm not a 2K guy, chill. I'm old enough, chill. So Neymar, I believe Jorge, this sister is like, she's very what's that, overwhelmed, and she's like, she's kind of disappointed in like herself, because remember, Grootman has said her family, they are those people that let's say, for lack of a better word, like, they flex to each other. Hore, me I have degree, me I have this, me I have that. When I say, what do you have? Yeah. So now that was her environment growing up. So that, okay, for lack of a better word again, like that, like the family peer pressure kind of like followed her sharp. Then now she got overwhelmed. Hornala isn't like she's a housewife, like the anxiety, the depression, and stress, and now she has a special child now. And now again, like the stress again, food again. Now she feels like she's a disappointment. She failed. Someone said like maybe the wife working feels like she settled for the bare minimum. You know, like as in like you know that mindfuck earlier or shit as like now that kind of burst as in the way the only way she knows how to, which is to like speak like that with Barriga people. So I know she's bursting out. This is not really like a gender role thing. Like this is a personal problem thing. And lady menopause things again. Cause now like they've been proving how very like they are there. So I'm like, okay, flip. She's really overwhelmed with a lot. She doesn't know how to deal with this. So now the only way to deal with it is in like by herself. I don't need nobody to tell me what I want. It's like me, I know what I want, you know. But then again, I'm like, hey man, yeah, I feel the guy's like, okay, maybe the guy triggered her or maybe cheating, whatever. But then now, like, let's deal with what we have now. I think sister like really needs help. Her personally, because now, sharp guys, there's no perfect relationship. Everybody cheats. I see you, hoping. Everybody cheats, guys. Even your partner, they probably cheated. Yeah, chill. They probably cheated. Not like with sex or working this, working. So my thing is we are not perfect for shit. There's no perfect relationship. So now, okay, anyway, you know what, Sharp? Okay, wait, let me save time. Sharp. Let me save time.
You took my 1 minute, but it's fine. I understand you. It's not mainly gender wars. It could be the fact that you know what things. But I'm just picking up because we can only speak from what we hear. When a person says you are self-righteous, ne, it means that you are not forgiving of their fault. I don't think Anonymous told us the full story. Self-righteous is I was wrong and Leroy doesn't want to forgive me because he thinks he is more righteous. Like you say, we all make mistakes. We've all done wrongs at some point. So I feel he did not tell the full story because it's very difficult. There's things that are cultural when Leroy. Yes, you might be saying you are a modern guy, but let's say you get married tomorrow. Even at the marriage, when they advise you, like the woman will be taken on the other side, the husband will go on the other side, the men will tell you what they tell you. As females, we are told you must clean, you must look after the kids, the man must always have what he wants in bed. Like we are sort of what I always say to my people. I feel that black people took the slavery mentality by tlisa ko manyalong. That's why we are mostly desperately getting divorces now because women are at a point where they say, I also need a break. I also need to come home, sit down, take my shoes off and chill. So now the problem here, I think from what I heard Anonza saying is that he believes that he should have a break because he hustles. He only mentioned financial. He didn't say anything about emotional, except for the fact that I feel he's saying he feels disrespected because she bangs doors and stuff, and he makes money. When she wants to make money, he helps also.
Working like with all due respect, my apologies now as in working is because of Nakone. As in I'm like sorry about that. Cool. There's a comment from a new person here called Gift. Said, why are we not holding her accountable, guys? Sure. Let me just leave it then open, but then Cupcake, like okay, since when are you like a regular here, do you mind referring the new child okay in the platform?
Hello guys, and I want to greet everyone. I'd like to greet everyone. My English is not polished. I'll just mix it with Zulu, ne?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everyone, have fun.
No, you know the problem here, ne? Sometimes when we hear stories or things like this, ne, we jump into trying to give advice and ne, and then we forget that a marriage is an institution. Ne? For an example, we are there to serve in the marriage. We are here to serve each other, and by serving each other, we also need, for an example, ne? My husband, I remember I had postpartum depression when I gave birth, and he would research and like I totally search which what is this, how can I support this person, what is this person going through. And sometimes he would come to me and say, you know what, you need to sleep early, drink this, do this to assist me in that situation. I feel like us as women, we're not being assisted, but people expect to take from us, where else not a situation where we don't understand ourselves. For an example, we go through changes in our bodies, I'm going to tell you here and now that it's not easy taking care of people, ne? It drains, sometimes it drains the life out of you, and you feel that the other party is not helping at all. They're just taking and expect you to perform, nangapa to perform, and to also take, because when you have 2 kids, ne? It's like you have 3 when you have a husband who doesn't want to help but always wants to take and take. And remember, the umntwana maka disabled, ne? It's new for me, it's new for all of us. We have now into endlini kumele siyibheke soyi-2. But if I'm the one who's expected to sacrifice so much, and I feel like now people are taking from me, bese sekaya crash umuntu, and maka crash umuntu uzosho izinto angazimini, and maka angazimini izinto, because mase sishayana ngamagama, then that's when the problem iqala. But I feel ukuthi with this incident, ne, sine side eli-1. If ungamhlalisa phansi umama mhlawumbe angakutshela from ekuqaleni ukuthi, you know what, mangithola labantwana kwakunzima, kwayenzeka this aze abe disabled, lo mhlawumbe kwayenzeka so maybe uthola ukuthi nomama naye akekho mentally naye this is new, akekho prepared for, kusese mhlawumbe ezinye izinto usese ku-shock, ezinye uzithola kuze kumele anakekele and naye akazi. So I feel ukuthi instead of sithi sifuna ukuthi abe accountable, but the question is, has that guy tried to search more ukuthi umuntu onakekela umuntu o-disabled naye u-affecteka kangakanani, u-affecteka kanjani, udinga usupport kanjani, udinga usizo kanjani. So you search more into your partner is going through yona, to understand yena, because at the end of the day akuliwa la kusemshadweni. Naye upartner the mozomkhulumisa kahle uzama ukuncenga ukuthi lo muntu he's taking care of abantu bakini la endlini and taking care of you as well. So instead of trying to fight and feeling ukuthi divorce is the way out, i-divorce akusi way out, unless mhlambe sekunokushayana, sekunento ezofaka impilo yomunye umuntu engozini. But try and search when your partner is saying a communicator. Sometimes umuntu makasho ukuthi, you know what, I am tired, I'm not feeling well today, because tinabo mama sometimes you have to show up even noma ubona ukuthi today I'm not feeling well, but aguna day off motherhood, aguna leave. You always have to show up, especially mhlambe when there's no support from your family. So I feel good to guy must go back to the drawing board and look at the things that ebafake la kulento le, and then ahlale phansi nomkakhe ukubona ukuthi bazoyifixa kanjani, because this is not a solution. Bazolimala abantwana even noma sekunokuhlukana. Search more. If you feel ukuthi umuntu wakho une depression, try and find out what's causing it. Search more ukuthi what does this person need, mhlambe ukuthi si aid this situation. You cannot just run uthi uyenziwa lokhu nalokhu ukuthi now you contributed to the way izinto sezingakhona. So to men out there, when your partner is going through a depression or postpartum or hormonal changes, sometimes now ama-hormone change because of stress and pressure, uthole ukuthi you're not even performing mhlambe nangale kuleya nkonzo engale. So people must educate themselves. I'm telling you, people must try educate about the condition your partner yakhe ukuthi yabona how can I help this person.
Sibonge kakhulu akere. Yeah, no, like you actually hasn't like said a mouthful there. But then just to clarify some things there, he did say or he did some research, really like he named it actually, but I get a post what as like I wanna like that long name. He said Vele he researched it and he's been actually like been there for her, trying to as in like help her however he can, as in like working in the home, lay her businesses, lay this and that. He's been making like the effort, but then umama yena uthi yeng mina can do this by myself. Banwen, you know, like such language. So hence why now he decided to call here to say, guys, here's my problem. I'm making like the effort to actually keep my family, my wife, but then Moto Ashi, she doesn't see my efforts. She doesn't even see like that he's making the effort for Angel. Let's be now together. But in Yena, she's just a folk. So that's the problem. But then actually you like working like you said really some as in a really solid stuff, because again, to be fair, most gens are like that. Not all guys, sure. Like let's say about like 60% of like gens now, like they just want to marry their mothers and they're like, hey, you must clean and do the house and then me, I'm the man, and they're like, that's it. You know, so like gens make the effort sometimes, you know, like mama, o sharp maropo, as in like you see? But hey man, okay. Just one quick question. Just one quick question before the house princess comes in. Where are you from?
I'm from Kriel Khanala, but I was born in Witbank, but I moved to Kriel Khanala, Sekunda Kriel.
Okay. So how did you find out about me and this?
There's my sister down below there, daughter of God. Yeah.
Oh.
Together, and so she invited me, and I'm glad she did.
Thank you very much for that, and welcome.
Thank
Don't
you.
be a stranger, even though I'm sometimes a stranger, but you don't be a stranger, no? And I'm like, thank you for that. Guys, hey Cupcake. Hey Cupcake.
Hi guys.
So man,
Zoom along. Sorry?
Got a faded in time.
You? Okay, what does that mean?
It means how are you, fam? Come on, man.
Oh, I'm good, thank you. How are you, Leroy? Buyapi?
Kere nna go nyala lekgowa bena ntse ke ntsha magadi for ba re ke kana sister mo nyana wa go England yana so go ntse re sa bodi wa ntlhaloganya body things that mara felo sa wara ka tsena.
We need subtitles. We need subtitles on Makoya Rundown. Anyway, I have mixed thoughts about Anonza's situation. My first thought was that Usisi Usile, but now that was based on the actions that she is showing, and with context given in terms of what kind of family she comes from, the fact that she is a woman who is educated and staying at home, raising kids, and in her 40s, probably also about to go through menopause. Well, I don't know much about menopause because I'm still a baby. But what I can say about the situation is that I think I see a woman who is going through a midlife crisis and is having to deal with the reality that her life didn't pan out in the way that she planned it to. And unfortunately, yeah, because she is looking for someone to blame and bleed on, she is bleeding on the husband, which is not
Was that a
right.
pun? Because, hey, man, I mean, like bleeding.
Bleed on none of her.
As expected.
But I'm just saying that I just see her as someone who is bleeding and bleeding on the wrong person. Unfortunately, she does need help, but she doesn't realize that she needs professional help. I don't really know what it is that she is dealing with, but I do think she is dealing with resentment. Resentment of the situation that she is in, that she never thought she would see herself in. Being a graduate, she probably thought her life would have taken a different turn. Now she has to deal with the fact that she's a graduate and that whatever degree she did is not doing anything for her. It's just sitting there. And now she is raising a child with special needs, which is also something she did not expect. But another thing also that I'm thinking, Leroy, is that in this relationship, egos are playing. The guy has an
true
ego.
that also.
The guy has an ego, the lady has an ego. And in a situation like that, it's very difficult to fix things because both of them have very big egos. The guy is expecting to be praised for trying to show up and for him bringing the check home, for him being emotionally available, and for him whatever else, for him trying to help her start a business and whatnot. And the girl is also a person with an ego because she's like, I come from a family, so I'm educated and I feel like I can do this on my own. But yeah, it's just an ego play on both sides, and it's sad.
Again, like just to support that, like there's a comment there from like this like segment there. She said like I said, like both of them get eye all the time, not me.
Yeah, and I think over time that has made them resent each other because I don't think they see each other as a, he even said it himself. I don't think they see each other as a partnership, but they see each other as competition. The man wants to do better than the wife because he feels like, okay, maybe I'm not as educated as you, but see what I'm doing. And the wife also wants to be like, I am educated, so see what I'm doing. So it's like they competing, and that's not how a partnership is supposed to be like. That's not how a marriage is supposed to be like. So it's kind of difficult because girl doesn't want the help, but they really need it. They really need it. They need to sit down with someone who is going to teach them how to work as a partnership. And it's sad that they are learning that 22 years later.
Bruh, like literally two decades, bruh. You've been begazelling. Like and it's like fuck, but then now you can't leave because of there's two kids here and one is special.
I don't think it's a thing where they need to leave because honestly speaking, as long as like Sis Lebogang had said, as long as no one is getting physically hurt, I think with the emotional side and the psychological side, they can get tools that can help them to fix the situation. But it's just a matter of being willing to go look for that help.
Yeah, no, guys, like you see, okay, you know what? Oh yeah, sorry about that. Like Cupcake, thank you very much. Nah, you are loved and appreciated. Well, guys, this is the house princess. Nah, as like she can talk for like a really long time, but then as in like today, as in she actually held her
And
own.
today I'm not attacking men.
Oh yeah, good joy. No, man, oh god.
For the first time, I didn't say Anonza's husband is wrong. I'm just saying they both have egos and they need to work on that.
That time, you know, she's like right next to it. Right here. It's a man treasure, yo. It's right there. But
Hayi,
anyway, we're still
umuntu wami
learning.
loyana uthi dankila for umuntu wami.
Exactly. No, man, thank you very much. Nah. Wow. Guys, nah. Kunyala lokhuwan, Ash. Mama daughter, please mute your mic. We can hear your manicures there's busy. Yeah.
Those ones will make you dance saki saki.
Yeah. Yeah, but I rather because I know her working as in like see, like her father's gonna give me 10 million to as in like stay away from my daughter. I'm like, nigga, I'm coming back for more. Shit.
Okay, one more thing, Leroy, before
Okay.
I pass the mic to the next person, which is a very good friend of ours, Born to Move. I just want to say that it's very easy to see signs in the beginning of the relationship, to see signs of a person being jealous of you. You see how they are supporting you in the things that you are trying to achieve. Uyabona how it affects them when you are successful, and how they try lift you up when you are not successful. So these are things that you can pick up before you even marry a person, and those are things that I picked up ngomafin before we are even married. I know to this man.
Whoa, pause, Brika, whoa. Hold up.
Okay, sorry.
You are married?
Not yet.
Oh my God. It's a king, ne? It's a king. I know you working like working. Bakery and nalo na like Lela Nyala Lone Vital Serbit. And like what's it na? Bon, what's it na? What's it what? You are muted for now. Kid. Clarify by one chance because like Lena Nakwaka, but then okay. 10 seconds I will follow quickly there, barking and a cupcake. Markel, what is the style? Mama Baker, 10 seconds I will follow.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm done. I was just saying that it's something that I looked at because I have experienced like a partner who is jealous of you. So that's something that I looked for signs in the very beginning of my relationship with Muffin, and yeah, I did see. So it's easy to see. Uyambona umuntu makakuzonda because you're smarter than them or whatever.
No, man, thank you very much. Mama Baker, my refrigerator, Nakar is like sensitive. Kill mad actually, orange like Luna like, bruh, like not even DM, except bragga. But I read it working like video call at least, my feed, it's fine. Guys, working like because of Nakone, so I'm gonna give Born to Move like strictly 2 minutes. Lemon Velas like strictly working on 2 minutes, and then we can close. Working on by the way, guys, this is gonna be more YouTube, né? So you being here, you automatically consent that your voice is going to be out there. Please and thank you, né? Born to Move, good morning.
I'll just go on YouTube and modify my voice.
Bro, come on, man.
I'll go hack your account and modify my voice. I'm joking, man. Good morning.
2 minutes, right?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be quick and like quicker in the morning before you start your day.
Wow.
My first one is simple. You know, both men and women, we ignore our health. You know, I know people are gonna be like, yeah, because when you're a trainer, you've been training all your life, you always preaching health, blah blah blah, whatever. Guys, we ignore it, and it's very, very important. Very important. Number one, it affects your mood. It affects how you think, how you see things. You know, it affects how you actually react to your partner when you are mad at them. It affects a lot of things, trust me. And then secondly, this has also related to health. We are not educated, we don't even educate ourselves enough when it comes to menopause. You know, a lot of women are going through a lot because of menopause. Yes, you cannot blame everything on menopause, but because of hormones, it affects them. So that's another thing that has to do with health. Both men and women need to educate themselves about menopause, about how menopause affects a woman, about how menopause will affect a man in a relationship with that kind of a woman. And by the way, menopause is not a sickness. It's just a biological thing that happens in a woman's body. Same applies to men. When they get to a certain age, they drop their testosterone levels, which is another hormone. You know, the man is not in a mood to do cloth. The man is not in a mood to do things to touch you because probably his test levels are very low. He's got stress at work. Like he feels like he's not enough in a relationship, if that's the case. And the other one, special needs child. If you are not a good partnership, it's very hard. It's going to be very hard. I'm not in that situation, but I can imagine it's going to be very hard to look after that kind of a child. Because before you even look after that child, you need to be there for each other. Then it's going to become easier to be there for the child. But if you are not there for each other, trust me, it's going to be very hard for this child. So I don't know what partnership means to other people. I think before you even decide to marry someone, I'm going to wrap it up. Before you marry someone, have an understanding what does partnership means to you and what does partnership means to them. Don't just marry for the sake of. I hear a lot of women says, "Oh, a man who's not financially stable, guess what? You utla who's financially stable, but he's not a partner. Then you're gonna go outside and look for a partner, or you can come on platforms and cry about partnership. So yeah, make it make sense to you what partnership means.
FM, you know what, man? It's like, but I'm loving the era that we are in right now. Where again, like Rones Majid, we have, as in, like, finally spoken out that we are gonna know our worth. Right now, Le Rona, Lala, house not chilling. Look the other way. Do not look here, because more and
My
more.
chelete comes and goes. We can't be always
Hey, no, but I-
focusing on money. Money comes and goes. Your character remains all the time.
You
Trust
missed
me.
the joke, fam. Come on.
No. I know they joke, but I'm just I know
Oh,
the
yeah,
joke.
dude.
Yeah, no, I know that joke.
Oh, yeah. Raymond, we are not brag. That's our
I saw it.
Are brag robot solver, no yan. Are oh my god, like like what like 50 thou. Or alone. Are what? Oh my god, like you're supposed to be proverb. Sama. Yeah. No man, but you know, and actually, like you do, as in, like you do have as like a solid point actually, and I have, like, you see, like with the health part actually, there's something that, like, that I realized, like, like the last few months, yeah, okay, sexually, I guess, like, like that much, as in, like sex every day, shit like that. So as in, like, once a while, it's fine. Then I went 4 months with nothing, as in, like working booze, brag. This one random Tuesday, who come like Maria how me brag atlankara alawian. Like, yeah. That's why I realized what I'm as, like, you see the healthy little biological things a lot of like your fruits, your tea, like your water, like.
Nana, please give me my water.
Like for example, you guys, you can't expect to feel good and look great if we're not really place the Joseph sharp every day. There's no way.
Yeah,
That's the
true,
reality.
man.
You're gonna feel terrible.
No, me working, and like working, like, because of time, but like, thank you very much, Nampinchaka. Let's meet again Friday morning, nah.
No problem.
Our FM. Man, Velase, you can close it up however you want now.
Morning, Lee. Morning, everyone.
Okay,
Yeah, I feel like this whole thing, it's very complicated, but yeah, I think both partners are hurting because remember, Wuti, the lady went to school. She's a degree graduate, and manje she had to go for a bare minimum of having a side hustle instead of building a career. So nalogo be the can be the effect yokuthi now she feels like engathi she's not doing enough, to understand, but instead now she had to focus family, focus on her child, her special need child. At the same time she had plans now for herself, but at the same time she's being also selfish. But I'm thinking ukuthi mhlawumbe she's looking for
Sister, please wait. Mama daughter, please mute your mic, Lal.
Please give me my phone now, baby.
Yeah, no, my baby reads about bagolo ba tlotla, ma. All right, sharp. Ma'am Velasi, you can continue. You will have
yes.
30 minutes.
Yes, but I also feel like engathi the lady, she's no longer interested to be in the marriage, but she's now there for the sake of the kids and thinking of Uguti, how is she going to manage to survive? Because remember, she's not like working a proper job. She has side hustles. So for her now to start over looking for a job, and probably she's in her mid-40s, I assume. So I'm not sure, but sengiyacabanga nje ukuthi mhlambe she might be in her mid-40s. So
No, actually,
at
in the early 40s, like 40, 41, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, ngokubona kwami, I think she has checked out in the relationship, because the guy opted for a counseling therapy, but instead umtshela ukuthi she doesn't want other people to have an opinion nge-relationship yabo. So meaning ukuthi there is nothing to be fixed there. Remember ukuthi umuntu wesifazane, once she checks out nje, forget ukuthi whatever that you do for her, to her it means nothing, because you no longer exist, you're no longer in the picture, but she's just there, she's physically there, maybe for the kids, and she's still planning her exit plan. And then whenever things work out on her side, then she might leave, because I feel like engati the husband, he's just in the marriage alone, she's no longer there. Because if ngempela she wanted to fix things, she could have came up with such options as well. Like kuskazi ukuthola umuntu wesilisa who would want to fix umshado. In most cases amadoda ayaduba, but it's only for abantu besifazane ukuthi they will come up with options ukuthi let's go for counseling or therapy or whatever, le ukuthi izosiza umshado wethu. But it seems like engathi untombo, she's not interested, because and umuntu wesifazane, if akasekho lapho, forget, like nothing will change her mind. And now uyabona ukuthi this is just a waste of time ukuthi they will be going for therapy. And
What's the man Veli, nah? Like literally last night, nah? I was speaking with like working as like someone and Chalosita, like as in like what's that, what happened with the exes, for okay, if they like they wanted this and then as in she didn't, so as in like those are long stories. So now like I wanna later on as in like speaking now. That just sparked the question in me. Why is it like so hard to be as in like 100% clear with your partner with like everything you want? Sure, but yeah, like as in like literally to the point where you can see this marriage working as in like high spiny baby. Yeah. So here's my suggestion. We don't necessarily have to stay married. Now clearly you checked out, baby.
yeah,
So like what's that? We can both as in like stay in this house. You do your own thing, me I do my own thing, but then we are still a family. But then now be free, do what you want. Let's see how we can as in like work this together. Marikore, I'm like, dude, why would you as in like keep yourself in a state like burning house because like you bought this house.
Hey, it's
Get the fuck out.
It's
Like, literally.
unfortunately, Uguti, as women, that's how we are. We can be in a relationship that it's
Not
so
only
toxic.
women, actually.
Also
Men
men
also.
as well. Yes, bakhona vele abantu besilisa, but sengasho ukuthi in most cases abantu besifazane, they don't just leave. They plan before they leave. Do you understand? They want to they want to be fully satisfied with everything. Okay, this is not working out. Because for her, a lot is happening. She comes from a kaya that is well educated and thinking ukuthi mhlawumbe ama family members akubo financially they are well off, and now she just needs to settle with what she has. And uyabuka manje ukuthi umntwana manje nangu uyakhula, and I feel like ukuthi I can still be a mother to this child but out of this marriage. Mhlambe she doesn't have the guts to end the marriage, but she's waiting for the man to come up with that, and then she will blame it kwindoda ukuthi hayi uyena vele abekafuna ukumshiya. Because I feel like ukuthi this thing it's failing because of both partners. Kune ego, like Miss Cupcake Ashilo, there's a lot of ego in the relationship lena, and both of them are pulling sideways. Akekho ofuna nomunye. And for the husband, for him to realize, okay, there's a lot of age that is happening in this relationship. It has been happening for his eside, maybe for years, and now he feels drained, he feels tired, and now he's coming up with options. Okay, let me just fix my marriage because I'm not planning to move on to another relationship with someone else. And he mentioned abantwana. He mentioned abantwana. He mentioned
Mamzo, with all the love and respect in my heart, I apologize for cutting you off now, but then literally I am out of time. Like I have to go back to as in like work things. I'm really sorry. I am really, really, really sorry. You are respected so much now. Mama
Yes.
Yeah, no, as in like working, like I am like really out of time, but then guys, let's meet again Friday morning, same time, same working, like same TikTok thingy. Yeah, and then like please working and follow me and like share because like we are like slowly growing there. But then what else? If you need a graphic designer, just hit me up at Barking and as a personally. Here's my account here. Let me write it down there for you quickly.
While you're writing down, can I quickly say this? I made a comment on the comment section. The problem is that no one supports divorce. No one, trust me. But eba botlhoko ga o tlo dula for the sake of go dula. Actually, when you how dula for the sake of go dula, o gobatsa motho, o gobatsa bana ba hao, o gobatsa le wena hape. Because a lot of the time is we go into marriage because we like what we are served. Both partners are serving each other. But if it gets to a point where you feel like you are not serving anymore, you are not being served anymore, what is the point? Because you are actually hurting yourself deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. When the time you leave, after you leave, you don't even know how to become a person yourself. And you end up bleeding to the wrong people. This is what happens. Yes, marriage is wrong. It's not great. Divorce, sorry, no, I'm saying divorce is not great. It's not good.
This literally circles back to literally circles back to what I just said. Guys, let's be 100% with your partner. Like whether they like it or not, at least you are honest. This is not working, but let's do this and this and this to make it work. You are going to be head all level or marry. What I want to feel about, oh my god, like my husband tomorrow. How like hash up line husband you and happy Jimona Lu and Nakamola will shape a lamot herald. Maros, oh my husband. Guys, let's be logical, ne? me, I have to run. Like, thank you very much to everybody that came through. Miss Cupcake, please DM me and then like, remind me so that we can do that bill. But then thank you very much, guys. Keep it safe and spread love and not legs. Remember that winter's coming, so please spread love, not legs. Of December, muna rona rela one. We no do to go. But anyway, good night. Bye.